Kick City.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kick City for episode 2. This is Mark. We got AJ and Blaze back again for episode 2. It's another Fresh Kick Friday, so we're going to start off the show talking about our fresh kicks that we're going to be rocking today. For me, it's going to be the Jordan 11 bread, guys. For
The
those of
goat.
y'all,
The goat.
you know
Definitely the
how
goat.
those go.
The goat.
For those of our listeners and viewers that don't know what these are very iconic shoe. All black upper with the red bottom here, white midsole. Very sexy shoe. One of my favorite shoes in my collection here. Uh, yeah, got these guys early and only worn them once. So that's what I'm rocking today. What are y'all rocking?
My first kick Friday, something simple, I just got here we go. The low Jordan 1, black and gold, little patent leather, little joint, It's plain, a little simple. I'm putting on gold, for champion, like the Chiefs and the Lakers, if y'all didn't know. The Lakers are the world champs, We gotta, just letting everybody know out there in the world. But I'm keeping it simple today. What you got down there, Blaze?
I'm going to finally dead stock these biohack ones.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't even hit them yet. Now, with that Rona going around, I may go on a stroll on a walk with my kids, but I will definitely be putting these biohacks on. Yeah, it's time.
Okay.
It's time. Let's get it cracking. I love everything about it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shoes of the year. Hopefully, you guys listen to us. We'll have a year in countdown of what we like, but that's further down the line. But today, Fresh Kick Friday, holla at your boy. Put them kicks on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next thing we're gonna jump into before we really get into the show. Me and Blaze had some pickups over the weekend. AJ, did you pick anything up?
I just picked up some white Air Forces.
Hey, keep it classy. Keep it
Yeah.
classy. Those are always classic. I'll start off the last weekend's pickups here. I was able to hit on the sneakers app on the blue cement threes that we talked about last week. It was in our gotta have them last week. I was able to hit, of course, the all blue upper, gray cement pattern on the toe and the heel here, black and white midsole, and they had the Jumpman on the back instead of the Nike Air, like the red cements that I was talking about last week. Super classic looking shoe, but added that pop of blue here. So also comes with the extra laces there because they come pre-laced with the black. You also get the white laces and the blue laces. So that was my pickup for the weekend.
Yeah, I got a couple things coming, but what came yesterday was the LeBron 8, the media day join.
Yeah.
Got him on a shock drop. 2 words, yes, Lord.
Lord.
Just display them right here. I just pulled them out this morning. Great sneaker. Got gold on one side, purple on the other side. Midsole and everything is white down here. Yeah, it's so nice. You gotta have twice. If I ever get a chance, I may double up on these boys. Like these joints is just cold. So LeBron 8 media days. It came out on a shock drop. So yeah, size 14, Bigfoot status. Let's get it.
All right. So, and like you heard from AJ, he picked up the classic all white Air Force Ones. You already know what those look like, so we don't really need to go over them.
Right.
So we're gonna jump right into our first segment today. We gotta have the same segment that we had last week for all the upcoming releases. Gotta have them. Sleep for cheap or trash. So we're gonna start with today, 10/16. Looks like we had the Asics Pearl that dropped via the End collaboration raffle today. Those were 160. They feature kind of like a faint purple, grayish, kind of like suede, it looks like on the upper, with some hints of pink, some cream in there, or sail, whatever color you want to call that these days. I know sail is a very popular word lately instead of like cream or off white.
Right.
And it looks like on the heel there, you even got a little bit of like a dark gray. Um, for a casual shooter, really not bad. For me, it would definitely be a pass for me. So I would say sleep for cheap. And since they were on a raffle, you probably can't sleep for cheap, so they're probably gone. But yeah, for me, it'd be a sleep for cheap.
I'm with Mark with that one. Definitely a sleep for cheap, which we probably won't be able to find them. But if I do and they on sale, then I'm definitely gonna pick them up. But yeah, I'm an ASIC fan. They got some cool like ASICs out here, and like I like the colorway with this one, how the color come out. So sleep for cheap for me though.
Yeah, it's definitely a sleep for cheap for me also. I love the colorway though. It's something that'll pop. It's something that they probably should have put out in the spring, maybe, because I see somebody putting them and then putting them on ice until the weather gets better. But I love that color. Just like what Marco said, the sail color, just a new wave that everybody's on, and I also am an ASICS fan as well. So, but I plan on grabbing a pair. I don't have a pair yet, but something like that would be cool. So, but it's definitely a sleep for cheap.
Definitely. So I think that was a certified red tag for everybody there because we all said sleep for cheap at 160 and they was via raffle. You might be able to catch them on like StockX or GOAT, something like that at a later date. Might be a little bit under retail or above retail, depending on how the collab went. But moving on, we have the Nike Hybrid S2, the What the PE, dropped today for $140. These guys combine a few different Kyrie silhouettes. They do have like a funky look to them. They have like Volt on the tongue. They have some pink hints in there. It looks like they got some animal prints in there. Mostly black and white upper with it looks like a pop of teal in there as well. For me, it's a trash for me. I wouldn't need them. It's trash for me.
I ain't gonna call it trash. I'm a more of a sleep for cheap kind of person for it. But you're not gonna see me walking around in it. But I will hoop in it. I'll say that. I definitely put them on to go hoop in them. But so I'm kind of in between trash and sleep for cheap. I said sleep for cheap, but I'm gonna say I'll hoop in it. But I'll wait. I'm gonna wait.
It wouldn't be a casual wear for you then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't call it all the way trash though.
Ooh, I'm calling it all the way to the dumpster trash. And I'm a big fan of what the colorways. I like them. I like the way they pop. It's just something different. But for those that I don't know, I don't like the patterns on it. How they made the pattern. They just feel like they just threw it together, and I don't. It doesn't look. It looks like a black, white, green, and pink shoe. There's no other colors really. I guess if you search a little bit more into it around it, but I'm not paying $140 plus tax to find out if there's other colors seeping through that nasty looking shoe. So it's definitely a trash for me.
Okay, so that's trash for two of us. Really, we could almost certify this dumpster juice because AJ said he would not be rocking these on the street. This would be a hoop only shoe here, but
Be different, AJ. Be different. You good? Be different.
Yeah, I gotta be different out here when I'm hooping. I gotta stand out a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, so sleep for cheap for AJ for hooping only, and it's a trash for me and Blaze there. So we'll move on to our next topic here. Next up today we have via the draw, and I think all of these were on a draw. The Union LA pack from Jordan Brand here, which they had a nice little story and process of the whole collaboration. If you get on the sneakers app, you can get on there and watch that. It was pretty cool, pretty dope of how they worked with those people at the Union LA shop. But today they dropped three different shoes. They dropped the Jordan 4 off Noir for 250 via the draw. They had the Zoom 92 Guava Ice for 150 via the draw, and the Jordan Delta Mid off Noir for 160 via the draw. Um, which the off Noirs both kind of have similar colorways here, kind of like some blue and like the upper of the heel. Mostly black upper with this off white, like aged out looking yellow midsole, some red hints in there. They kind of took a lot of the classic Jordan 4 colorways and kind of threw them together there a little bit to me. And the upper is kind of like a mesh material, it looks like. And then on the Guava Ice, they're kind of like the same kind of colorway, but reverse. Instead of the black, you have the white there. But all that being said, since they were via the draw, it was going to be hard to get any of these guys. And for me, all three, trash. All three.
I'm definitely with you on that. I mean, I like the collab. I like everything they did for the shoe to come out, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it trash. I don't think I got too much more I want to go into it. Like, that's all I got.
Yeah, it's pretty much trash. A good flipper sneaker. Okay, you trying to get some extra ends. But yeah, I mean, like, shout out to what they did. The process, how they came about this, but the just to finish up the sneakers, all of them to me are trash for the most part. Definitely a hype beast shoe.
Definitely.
They killed it. They killed the 4 with that tongue. I don't care if you gotta unknit it or unzip it, however the hell you have to do it to get the tongue back up in its rightful spot. But they definitely crushed that for me. So definitely trash.
And with them being like all kind of like mesh, weird kind of, upper there, I feel like they're gonna fray really bad. Like you snag them up against anything, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hype beast. No, I was saying it's definitely a hype beast shoe because.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like Blaze said, this is definitely a flipper shoe. Like if you get this at 250, you almost got it at a steal. To be quite honest, because I'm sure they're going on StockX for stupid prices already after the draw.
Right.
But certified dumpster juice on that whole union pack for us. Like you said, we like the collab, we like the whole story behind it, but as far as the look of the shoes, no, it's a pass. So trash. Moving on, we have the classic Nike Air Force One Low in the mocha wheat color. These guys feature an all wheat upper that looks like it's suede, kind of gives you the reminiscence of the Harvest Gold Jordan 1s from a couple years ago. Has a brown sole there, kind of a translucent gold midsole there where the Nike Air logo is at and everything, and lots of hints of brown in there. Very fall, nice looking shoe there. Is a sleep for cheap for me just because I already have the Harvest Gold Jordan 1s. At 130, I wouldn't need these guys, so it'd be a sleep for cheap. If I could get them for really cheap and kind of wear them as an alternate to my Harvest One Golds, then of course, but sleep for cheap for me.
Yeah, I'm sleep for cheap for that one too. I mean, I definitely love it how it look, but I feel it's gonna sit on the shelf for a little bit. So when that price go down, and I feel like it's more than one of them shoes I need, like when it's cold, like in the winter. Like I can probably put that on, wear it in the snow somewhere, and I don't think it's gonna like mess up or get bad, like look terrible or something after I walk around it. So, but I'm gonna go sleep for cheap for me.
Yeah, it's definitely sleep for cheap for me as well. What's the original price on Air Force Ones? Is it 90? AJ
90.
retail?
Yep.
If that sneaker drops down to 90, it will definitely be I had to snag it just because it gives those vibes, those fall time vibes. But yeah, I mean, you spend a couple extra dollars, just get you some wheat ones or get you some rookie of the year ones if you want to have, something like that. But people love Air Force Ones, I do too. But definitely if it drops down to 90, it's definitely a cop. But sleep for cheap right now.
All right, so certified red tag there because we all said sleep for cheap. Uh, moving on. So also on 10/17, I don't know if we said that the harvest or the wheat mochas there come out on 10/17, but they drop tomorrow 10/17. But also dropping on 10/17, we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Craters, which I didn't find a price point on this guy. Did you guys find a price point for these?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
They usually dunk lows usually range about between 90 to $100.
Okay.
Those look like some plain Jane ones that do 90 to 100. So,
well, there was a little story behind these when I was doing some looking at them. I guess they're partially made of recycled materials, so they are partially like recycled materials here. They feature, like you said, kind of a very plain Jane upper here with the gray tones, and it kind of looks like it's either a navy or maybe even a darker gray there. I can't really tell what that is. With it, it also looks like it's navy laces on there. The swoosh is not like a stitched on swoosh. It's actually like stitching that just is flat and flush with the shoe there versus it really popping out like you normally would see on a dunk. It looks like you got a speckled sole and a speckled midsole there. The midsole being white and the speckled gray sole there. It's definitely a sleep for cheap for me. They're cool. I mean, they'd be something nice to have, but not something I gotta have. So if they came down was like, dumb cheap, yeah, I go ahead and grab these.
So they're gonna have to hand you a pair. You ain't better spend no
Hey.
real money on it. What it sound
I ain't spending retail for these. They not gonna be retail shouting for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep for cheap for sure. I mean, I like the shoe. I like how it look, but it's like, yeah, like Mark said, I don't really. If somebody was like, "Hey, I got a 12. Do you want them?" I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I take them. I appreciate it." So, sleep for cheap for me.
yeah, it's definitely sleeper cheap for me as well. I mean, come on. There's a lot of dunks that came out this year that you would cop that you wouldn't even think about copping right here. I just saw the retail is $100, so that's definitely a sleeper cheap. But you know they're gonna sell out. You know the dunks are the wave. Have been the wave for a while. So out of all the dunks in the world that pop that you could spend an extra for, why would you go and get these for retail shouty? So definitely sleeper cheap on these ones.
Agreed. So certified red tag there. We had a lot of red tags and trash. I mean, man, have we said gotta have them for anything yet on this list?
No, I know.
I mean, we did just spend money last week, so I guess we can pump the brakes there.
I guess we have, but
I mean, be patient, grasshopper. It'll come down a lot. You got to tell it like it is.
But also dropping on 10/17 because there's a lot of stuff to drop tomorrow on 10/17. We have the Air Max 90 Halloweens dropping for $140. Feature pretty much an all black upper with hints of gray, which is going to be 3M gray, and in the toe box and the heel, kind of up by the ankle, you have some 3M webbing on these guys, which is pretty cool when you look at it and you put the flash on this shoe. But it looks like a all black upper, kind of looks like it's a suede material from the picture here. Also features a little hint of bolt there in the Air Max. Really dope shoe. For me, I'm gonna say sleeper cheap again.
I really want to say sleeper cheap, but I kind of want to say trash. I think I'm just not an Air Max 90 fan like that, so that's probably why I'm probably biased to that. Like, I really, I'm trying to like wrap myself around. I feel like a little kid wear this shoe and to be cool, for Halloween or something. But you know what? It's trash. I'm gonna say it's trash for me.
It's trash, dog. It just trash. If somebody, had to illustrate, somebody said, "Hey, draw me a picture of what coochie cobwebs will look like," it'll be the sneaker right here. Shout out to the great Jamie Foxx and Booty Call. This is a coochie cobweb sneaker. Let's just keep it 100. It's trash. I mean, look at it, man. I mean, it's good for the kids, but I don't think it's coming out in big kids or something like that. But it's a coochie cobweb shoe. As soon as I saw that detail, I said, "Come on!" And I'm a big fan of Halloween, but stop it with the sneaker. And I love Air Max 90, but trash.
Okay. Moving on.
Sorry about that. Exactly.
Moving on. We have the from Adidas. This is, I think, our first Adidas shoe on the list here.
Hey.
1017 Adidas. I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Oswego.
Yeah.
Oswego.
Good enough.
TRSTLT. Don't know the price point on this guy because I didn't find it anywhere. But y'all already know this is trash. Features an all black upper. It looks like a little hint of orange or infrared on the back of the sole there. Looks like it zips up all the way past your ankle, so my foot would be sweating to death in this thing. Just because, man. Yeah, this thing is trash. Mm-mm.
Well, gotta have them. Let's go. Somebody gotta say it. Yeah,
nice.
I like them. I like the Batman boot looking shoe. I gotta have them. I rock them easy, like with no problem. It got to be cold though, 'cause they look like they definitely like that. My foot would get hot.
This looked like the boot you wear to FedEx in the warehouse.
Hey, I be flying the warehouse in these too. But yeah, I gotta have them. I like everything about it. Like, I think it's just one of those shoes that's just real different. I don't think a lot of people would be in it. And I'm like, you know what? That's something I need to be in. So I'm gonna say gotta have it.
See, this is why I hate being at the end sometimes.
The peer pressure.
Oh man, these Jones right here, man. Listen, trash. Stop it. I mean, come on. I mean, the sleeve on it. I mean, with the ankle, you know, they are different. Do give them that. They better be comfortable. I don't know the price on them yet, but they better be comfortable. But I mean, like, when are you gonna put those on? I mean, you're gonna put those on with jeans. You're not gonna put those on with shorts. So people aren't gonna know that ankle sleeve. So you're wasting money on that ankle sleeve, whatever the hell that is.
You roll the jeans up so they can show them.
Oh, okay. See, you sexier than me, so I don't know too much about style like that. But you go ahead and get that off there, sexy. As for me, trash. Who the hell left the gate open with that sneaker? That's all I got. Is that a sneaker or a shoe? Is there a difference? Is that what is that?
We're gonna call it a boot. That's what we're gonna call it.
Okay, we call it a boot. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever it is garbage.
Lord.
Y'all missing out.
Listen, I am. What is that? Vanity Fair for fashion? What is that? I feel like a fashion catalog or something.
That's what it is.
I don't get it. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm close.
Oh my. But it's a gotta happen for AJ. It's trash for me and Blaze here. So we gonna move on from that thing. So next, you have the Air Jordan 35 Center of Gravity colorway here. These guys are going to be 180. They are kind of, to me, they remind me of like an Oklahoma City kind of colorway. I don't know why. And maybe it's the hints of infrared here on like the sole and some up in the ankle. They feature kind of like a play on the original Jordan 5 tongue there, but lots of different colors in this shoe. You feature gray, black, like a blue color here on the upper. You have some volt around the shoelace eyelets there. Like I say, you got a whole infrared or orange sole here that looks like it's translucent as well. And from the looks of that gray, it almost looks like it could be 3M, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen these in person or anything like that. So, but this looks like it's purely a basketball shoe, not a fashion shoe, which is the case with most Jordans past like Jordan 20. Once you get past Jordan 20, they're no longer fashionable shoes. They kind of become a performance shoe only. So the hoop in these is probably cool, but as far as wearing them for fashion, trash.
Definitely trash. Hot garbage. I
Mm,
don't
mm.
know any other way to say. I've been upset with Jordan for a while right now. He need to find some new people in the office to start creating his shoes. But yeah, I wouldn't even waste my time trying to hoop it. I feel like it wouldn't be safe. I don't like it. Feel like it's too much space in there. I'm like, I don't understand the big space in between like the heel and the sole of it. Like I'm confused in the middle of the shoe. Like
It
so
almost looked like a motor or something is supposed to be there.
Mhm.
It looked like a
yeah,
motor is what it looked like to me.
it looked like a high ankle sprain about to happen.
Mm.
Because I'm just saying, for me, sorry, that's gonna be a trash for me.
Yeah, I'll end with that trash statement. I mean, we can keep it. We can keep that moving on. I mean, 35. Where's the number? I guess I got a question for y'all. Where's for the stop for with buying Jordans for fashion? What number thinking about that?
Uh,
Because we already know what this is trash. So,
I think 20 is where I stop.
okay,
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do I like anything after 20?
right.
And really between 14 and 20 is kind of questionable right there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I
I would
mean,
def I would definitely say 20 for me. 20 is where it'll end for just I'm going out somewhere with them. But yeah,
mhm.
I mean that's
hmm
trash. So gotcha.
like I really can't
So
think of anything like halfway decent like after 20 that I'm like maybe I'll wear. I don't know what happened after 20.
because
I
really,
I did have a pair of 28s. I think the ones that had like the zipper. They zipped up like the first like Westbrook looking shoe. I think it was.
well, you
Oh
you you did
yeah.
want those Oswego, so that makes
So I
sense.
With the
think
zipper joints, yeah.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That be you.
yeah.
Yeah, so certified dumpster juice on the Air Jordan 35 center of gravity there. All right, so jumping from 1017, we jump into 1020. We have the Nike, I'm probably going to butcher this again, Sakai Vapor Waffle Sail colorway. This is going to be $180. Looks like it's, like one of those cross country type of shoes, something that would be good for running in. Definitely not really a fashionable shoe from my point of view. For some people, it might be if this is your style. Uh, but it features a pretty much all white upper, red on the like heel tab there. You got two tags on the tongue there. You got a black tag and you have a red tag because it kind of features doubles of everything. You got a red swoosh and a black swoosh. You got blue around like the midsole of the heel there. Very different shoe for sure, but definitely looks like it's more of like a cross country type running shoe. Uh, for me, it's trash though. I don't like the silhouette or anything about this shoe.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say it's trash too. It really don't do nothing for me. Like, yeah, nah, it like don't. I couldn't see myself in it. I'm trying to figure out if I could put like an outfit together with it, but I don't think I could even make that happen. So I'm gonna call it trash for me.
I want to like it. I want to so bad. I love Sakai's the waffle joints. I want to love them so bad, but they're trash. I do. I want to be different, just like AJ sometimes, but I can't. Maybe if it comes out in a different colorway, like I saw like a white and green pair, that I was like, oh okay. But I don't know the heel. I mean, the back of the heel. I don't know. I can't. The double Nike, it's trash. I
You
want
you
to
can
like it, but it's trash.
you can do it. Don't let us influence what you like or don't like. I think
You
you
know,
really want it.
I've been peer pressure since the '90s. I got suspended from school because of peer pressure. But I can't rock with those. I mean, and I'm maybe they come out in a different colorway. I cop, but for right now, trash.
For me, it's the heel back there where it looks like they almost gonna come apart. I feel like if you step on something the wrong way, these guys is gonna just flop open on you, and you're gonna be looking terrible out in the streets.
Right. It's like a deconstruction
Exactly.
of a shoe. It's just it. it don't work for me with those. So
So certified dumpster juice on that one. Also dropping on 1020, you have the Nike Air Trainer 3 Dracula for $130. These guys feature a mostly black and white upper, hints of red on the end of the swoosh there, red in the eyelets of the top of the shoe there around the wing. You got the classic black strap going across there, a little bit of red in the sole. The air unit kind of reminds you of like the Jordan 3 and the Jordan 4 there a little bit. And you also have a hint of purple in the sock liner, and I believe you have purple inside on like the inside where the what is the thing that your foot sits on? I can't think of the name of that word right now.
Give us a second. Let me run back.
Right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. The inside of the shoe. I think that's purple and has a picture of Dracula on the inside there.
Yes.
I mean, it's a cool novelty shoe, but yeah, I think it's gonna be trash for me. It's trash for me.
I'm gonna have to say trash. Like, I kind of like the colors and the whole Halloween theme of it, but I don't like it. Like, it's trash. That's all I got for it.
It's a sleep for keep, or sleep for cheap. I'm sorry, sleep for cheap, just because I'm a big kid, so I like the concept of the shoe, of the sneaker. It's got Nike Air on the arse, Marco. I thought that would have been I thought it'd been a winner chicken dinner for you.
Man, I completely looked over that. My mistake.
But it's definitely a sleeper cheap though. I mean, it's something that you would buy your son or your daughter or whatever. Nothing that you would spend your own money on. So yeah,
definitely. And I don't know if I listed the price point, but price point is $130 for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Also dropping on 1020, you had the Nike Air Max 97 Halloween, $180, which to me, outside of the Nike Air Force One is coming out later in the month. These are probably the hardest Halloween that Nike is coming out with. Features the black upper with kind of like the slime green, glow in the dark color there. And it's got the like ooze coming off of the middle of the shoe there, purple towards the bottom of the shoe, and then the like green glow on the sole and the Air Max unit. And I believe when we looked at these before, they had the 3M reflective where the ooze was at there. For me, I would say gotta have them.
It's gonna be a sleep for cheap for me. I like them. I feel I can wear them outside of Halloween. I feel like it's a nice shoe. The colorway it pops, but I don't feel like I got to go run to the store and get it. So it's gonna be a sleep for cheap for me.
It's a gotta have them for me. Air Max 97s are my favorite Air Max silhouette. I love the way it looks, sleek little view of it, and I like the glow in the dark. That's once again my big kid comes out. So definitely like the colors of it, and just something that it's a seasonal. You can wear them, obviously, what AJ said. You can wear them outside of Halloween or the month of October. But if you want to just have like a nice little seasonal shoe, you could put that on Halloween and say I'm a grown ass man with big kid feet or whatever. So there's some you have some costumes you can wear. But I will definitely be shooting my shot with that one. So definitely a cop.
Yes. And those will be $180 once again there. So gotta have them for me and Blaze, sleep for cheap for AJ, but we all said, nice shoe that you would add to your collection there. Now, moving on from 1020, we move into 1021, and this shoe is pretty damn nice, I like to say, especially because I'm a Back to the Future fan. But the Nike Adapt BB2 Mag colorway, at $350, which, man, if I had $350 to just go blow on a shoe, I would get these. It would definitely be a gotta have them if it wasn't for the price point. But because of the price point, it's a sleep for cheap.
Well, to all the fellow listeners and people watching, we take donations. We definitely would gladly take donations to get some of these shoes to show y'all a lot more better in-depth look at things. But yeah, price point is a little too much for me right now. Holiday season coming up, so I can't be just spending that kind of money. But it's gonna have to be a sleep for cheap. But I definitely like the shoe. I like the look of it. So, but yeah, sleep for cheap.
Yeah, it's a cop. It's a cop. Yeah, maybe at the end of the show, instead of dropping our IG names, we should drop our Venmo and Cash App names if people want to donate to the show.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an idea too, Marco, the creator. You let us know next week if we can pop that in. But it's definitely it's a cop. I mean, like, it's dope. It's dope. But the 350, it's got to stop. I mean, maybe 250 you could think, but yeah, it's a cop. It's a cop. Definitely, we had enough ends for that, but yeah, maybe we'll watch it on somebody else's YouTube channel because it ain't happening over here. At least not right now.
Man. And until they want to start, sending us, promo pairs and whatnot.
Right.
No, for real.
Because believe me, Nike, Champs, Foot Locker, Finish Line. If you're listening out there, we will take promo. We will take promo pairs and review them for you.
Who said that? Janet Jackson ain't too proud to beg. What song is that?
Hey.
Who said that?
Hey, for real
Heard
though.
that.
But just to describe this shoe to our listeners, because I didn't do a good job of describing it, but this shoe, if you've seen Back to the Future 2 and you've seen the Air Max that Marty McFly wears, this is basically like the remix version of those. It features a gray upper, kind of like the original Max there, has the translucent bottom, like the icy blue colorway there. Even has the little lights on there like the original Max had. You got the green, the yellow, the kind of like orange color, and then the red light on there. You have the speckle midsole. You have a white swoosh going across the front. These shoes are just, they're perfect. If you are a Back to the Future fan and you like the Air Max, you like this shoe. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But certified red tag for all of us, because $350, you just can't do it. You just cannot do it. That's sad to see. But
I feel like you really getting emotional over there.
Oh man, if I could afford those shoes, I would get them.
Yo, my gosh.
I would take back the shoes that I bought last week and not get anything else if I could, justify $350, but I can't do that.
The problem is you would have to take two pairs of shoes back.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Exactly. But moving on, we have another Air Jordan 35 dropping on 10/21. It's going to be the Warrior colorway. These guys are kind of more your traditional Chicago Bulls colorway here. Feature a black and red upper. It looks like red suede going across the front of the shoe from like the toe box to about almost the ankle there. You got a red Nike Air pull tab on the back, red kind of like in that little middle piece there, kind of was kind of like gradiating into a black color there as well. And it looks like you even have like a gray cement like speckle sole there. As far as Jordan 35s go, this is a much better colorway than the colorway we discussed earlier, the center of gravities. Those were just absolutely terrible. So, I mean, if you were going to cop a 35, I would definitely cop this one over the center of gravity. But as far as the silhouette goes, it's still trash, especially at $180. This is a hoop and shoe only. It's not a fashionable shoe. So, I mean, if you got kids out there that are hooping or you still hoop, you play in them rec leagues and stuff like that, go ahead and grab some of these. It might perform for you pretty well. It looks like it has some good tech in it. But as far as wearing them for fashion, trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say trash. I'll go along with the hooping part in it. Yeah, you can possibly hoop in them. I mean, we saw players wearing them during the playoffs this year, so it's like a good shoe that you can play ball in. But other than that, like I wouldn't even put it on with some sweats or nothing just to go out. Like definitely trash.
So wouldn't even be beaters for you then, huh?
Yeah, like nah, like when you wake up, you want to throw something on, you throw your little sweats on, you want to throw some little cool kicks on. But they won't even work for me just to throw them on.
You wouldn't even walk to the gas station with them. Is that what you're telling me?
I wouldn't walk to the mailbox. I wouldn't walk to the mailbox.
Well, with some of these basketball shoes, it take like 10 minutes to put the shoe on. So by the time you get yourself together and get out there, it's a wrap. But yeah, it's trash on our part. Just trash. If you got school colors, you hooping or whatever for your school, put them on. Put them on the hooping. They're probably comfortable. Stability's probably good. Hopefully one of my kids have a pair on so I can ask them how they feel. But other than that, man, get them out. No, wouldn't even walk to the mailbox, just like what my partner AJ said, not even to the mailbox with them. So keep it moving.
So yeah, certified dumpster juice on those guys. Yeah, Jordan 35s. Like we said earlier, anything past Jordan 20, you kind of like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But moving on, 1022, jumping off of 1021 into 1022, we have the Nike Air Penny 3 eggplant colorway for $155. They have the eggplant kind of like, I guess, foam posit material going up the shoe.
Yes, sir.
They feature kind of an all white upper outside of that kind of eggplant foam posit going there. Hints of purple on the heel and the tongue there. Black sole with the air unit in the back of the shoe. I don't really like air penny threes. The only pennies that I really like are the foam posits. I mean, even though this did take hints of foam posit there and put it into this shoe, is trash for me.
Gotta have them for me. I'm a big penny fan, and I think I like every penny shoe that came out. But these ones I definitely like. I gotta have them. Definitely gonna be on the hunt for them. Hopefully they come to a close store around by that I can pick them up at. So I'm gonna say gotta have them.
Sleep for cheap for me. I love pennies too. I want the original colorways of pennies first before I venture off. But the eggplants won't make me mad. The eggplant color just makes me mad. I don't have the foams in those. So just sleep for cheap. Like if I come across it in a mall, even though we're not allowed in malls, or I'm not stepping in malls because of that dumb shit. If I come across them and they got that red tag on them, they may be a cop, but it's a sleep for cheap for me.
Okay, so everybody had a different opinion on that shoe. I think that's the first time that we've had everybody have a different opinion on that shoe. But moving on from that guy, because like I said, we all three had a different take on that.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, when you have the women's Nike Air Force One Low Pixel colorway for $100. These guys are, pretty plain Jane. I mean, they are women's exclusive, so none of us could cop them anyway. And I don't think that these guys will be in extended sizes. I don't think you do that for Air Force Ones like you do Jordans and other things. But I mean, they did do a different take on the all white silhouette because I mean these are triple whites. So let's just put it out there. These are triple whites. But they did kind of invert the swoosh on these guys to where instead of the swoosh popping out, it's inverted in. You got like some inverts on like the midsole there as well. You don't have holes going across the whole toe box like you traditionally see. The tongue is a little different there too on the Nike logo on the tongue. So I mean they're a little different. They're not the traditional triple whites, but I mean, if somebody is just looking from afar, they're not gonna know all the detail that's going on these guys. They're just gonna be like, oh, you got on all white Air Force Ones. So, since these are a women's shoe anyway, even if I was getting these for my wife, it'd be a sleep for cheap. I wouldn't pay $100 for these.
Yeah, I'm gonna say sleep for cheap too. I'm single. I just want to put that out there. But if I had a significant other, I definitely grab a pair for her. So we can be fly together. And I'll be in my all white, she be in her triple whites. We're gonna look good walking around somewhere. So, but it's gonna be sleep for cheap for me.
It's a sleep for cheap for me too. I'm married as well. Not gonna lie about that. My wife is not a big fan of Nike. She'd rather have Chucks, but I guess that's another story for another day. Shout out to my wife Lauren, in case she kicks me in the teeth for that. But I love the tongue and the back tab of the one of them says AF, the other one says NIK. I love the details of the sneaker. So ladies want to walk around there with the skinny jeans on, you show the tongue and the back tab. That'd definitely be what's up for single men like AJ to look at. So definitely rock that. So it's a sleep for cheap if I wanted to get it for my wife as well.
All right, so certified red tag on the women's exclusive Pixel there. And the last shoe we have on this segment is the 1022 Adidas Ultra Boost DNA colorway. I mean, you guys know what Ultra Boosts look like. You got the prime knit on the upper. You have the the plastic cage Adidas 3 stripes going across the middle of the shoe. The Ultra Boost on the midsole, and the regular black rubber on the bottom of the shoe. These are pretty colorful, I will admit. I'm not really an Adidas fan in general, so I've never had a pair of Ultra Boosts. I would rather just buy some Roshis or some I don't know, some
Hirachis probably.
Not even Hirachis. Roshis would probably be what I would get over these, but that's a different story. These are $180. But lots of different colors in here. If you like colorful shoes, this would definitely be the way to go. You have purple on the heel of the shoe. You have some red in the middle of the shoe. You have a teal color. You got a Volt color. So I mean, definitely a colorful and fun shoe. But it's a I'll say sleep for cheap because I won't call these shoes trash. I don't think Ultra Boosts are trash. I just don't really like Adidas. So I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep for cheap. I'm not gotta rush out to get it. Ultra Boost, I got a pair. I feel like you gotta go like a half size up in them. Just from my point of view, when I have them, like they are pretty comfortable. I say you can walk around in them all day, but I'm gonna say sleep for cheap for sure.
It's a sleep for cheap for me as well. I want to be a part of that 3 stripe life. I'm about halfway there, so I'm about that 1.5 stripe life. Let's just go there with that. I have a pair of Ultra Boost myself, and they're pretty cool. The all whites, the triple whites, they're good. I think I would rock these shoes or want to get a definite cop if the bottom was white. I think I would like them with all those colors. I don't know. I guess the black kind of just like sits in with the bright colors more, but I don't know. I think I would like it if the bottom of it was white. But that's just me though. So definitely a sleep for cheap. But I'm about that 1.5 stripe life when it comes to Adidas. So that's your boy.
I haven't had a pair of Adidas since the T-Mac ones. That's the last pair of Adidas.
Nice. Wow. Did you hoop in them?
Yes.
Like
and yes. I hooped in those and my feet were tore up. And those damn space boots that our high school coach made us get tore up my feet. So since then, I've steered away from it. So me and Adidas kind of have like we have a relationship where it's like, you know what, I ain't really fooling with you.
Marco, Marco fam, that's about 10, 15 years ago, bro.
Hey man,
look.
I know.
Easy. 10, 15.
They changed because I had them T Max back in the day too, but they definitely have changed. They're a lot better than when they first started.
Those T-Mac
Marco,
ones,
you got a whole family
ones
now.
were bricks. Those things were bricks.
Things have changed. You got a whole family now. People, they revolutionized. There we go. Is that the word? Make your mouth vernacular. It's good. Okay. Things change. We get you, me and AJ may pitch you and get you a pair for Christmas or something.
Right.
But all right, that's gonna do it for Gotta Have 'Em, Sleep for Cheap or Trash. Moving on to our next segment of the show, we're gonna have our steals and deals section of the show. We each have 3 pairs of shoes that are on some pretty good sales that you can go grab for pretty good prices here right now. I'm gonna start it off with the Nike Shox BB4s, the original Vince Carter joints. In the white and red colorway on Nike.com right now, you can get those guys for $78.97, and they pretty much have a full size run. So, I mean, if you like the classic Shox, which I do, I don't know. I just haven't copped them because I've been copping other things. So,
right.
But $78.97 is cheap. They're regular $160. But red on the upper, white on the upper, silver on the back tab there, and kind of had like that smooth suede on the red on the upper, and then the red Shox on there too. Those were a classic Vince Carter colorway, if you guys remember those days, or if you're old enough to remember those days.
I definitely had a pair, so yeah.
Did he dunk on Buddy in the Olympics in that model?
I think it was the Navy ones. It was the Navy
ones. Right. Yeah, that model, the Navy joints. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, exactly. Second on my list is the Reebok A5s. You can actually get on StockX right now and get a pair of these for about $80. No matter what size you wear, you can get them for about $80. They're regular $140, but I mean, we all remember the Jada Kiss commercial with AI.
Yeah.
That was a classic commercial. I liked these shoes when I was growing up. I think they came out like my 8th grade year or something like that. Wanted a pair, but my dad was like, "Nope, you're gonna get these Nikes." So there you go. If you paying for the shoes, then you can get these AIs. But if I'm paying for the shoes, you're gonna get these Nikes.
I remember them days. Lord.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's the way it is, Dad. I get it. I ain't got no job, so okay. But that's the classic black and silver colorway, all black upper with the silver in the middle of the shoe where it had the AI logo, the I3 there. I remember everybody had a pair of those back in high school. I was like the only person I felt like that didn't have them. But moving on. That's beside the point. And last on my list is the LeBron 17. There's a plethora of colorways depending on the size and color you want. These guys are up to 47% off depending on what color and size you're looking for. The red uppers are $106.97 right now. These shoes are regular $200, which that just shows you LeBron 17s did not sell very well if they're just red tags all over the place on that silhouette.
Well, first off, my bad, Marco. First off, most of them look diseased. You see the bumps on, like that bump on them bothers me. Like you got something wrong with you. But go ahead. My bad.
No, man, but you're right. Some people just didn't like the silhouette. But I mean, if you're a hooper and you need a pair of hooping shoes, from what I've heard, these are actually a really good performance shoe.
Yes.
So LeBron 17s, you can get up to 47% off on Nike.com. Depending on the color and size that you wear.
Yeah. One of my players had the Space Jam ones, the black and purples, black and purple 17s. And he let me try on a pair of 13s, and I thought they were pretty comfortable. So other than them looking disturbed and diseased, Comfy, comfy boys. Comfy boys.
I did like the More Than the Athletes. I had the More Than the Athletes
Yes.
when they
Right.
originally dropped on the shock drop, and then I had a change of heart and I took them back. But, I mean, that happens sometimes. You like,
Yeah.
you know what? I didn't really have to have these, especially not for 200 plus tax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna get my money back. Let me take these back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that does it for my steals and deals. What do y'all got?
For mine, I got the Nike Air Penny 5s. It's the white and like that teal green with the orange in it. Kind of get like that
Mm-hmm.
Miami Dolphins look. Like I like the look of it. The original price was $160. You can get it on Nike now for $98.97. So and they got about a full size run when the last time I checked. I feel like it's a good. I mean, it's a good everyday kind of throw on shoe. You just want something that's comfortable that looks kind of cool. The colors pop to me, so I like that. And then I got the Nike Air Max Plus 3s, originally for $190. They are $103.97 now on Nike. This is the colorway that's black. You got the silver in it. You got the hints of red in it. I don't know if y'all remember them from like back in the day. Like they came out like I want to say like in the '90s, and I was like, I wanted them as a kid, but of course, you know, when you ain't working, you get what you can get. So these wouldn't come to my house because my daddy was like, I've been at work 80 hours this week. You gonna get what I feel like you gonna get. Like I appreciate it. Like you said, you want some shoes or no shoes. I said, okay, I take whatever I can get.
There it is.
And I'm about to say they probably was 100 or so back in the day. My daddy he didn't think about spending $100 on anything like that. Not on a pair of shoes. So, but for my last one, I got the Nike Air Cross Trainer 3 Low. The original price is $120. You can get them now for $67.97. This is the all white colorway. It got black. It got like the hints of the teal in it. I think it's a real dope shoe. I'm definitely getting a pair. They had about a full size run in those. It's like I said, that's one of them shoes I put my sweats on to go to the grocery store in. Like I want to look kind of fly, but you know I don't want to do too much. You know, I'm just at the grocery store, but you know somebody see me, they be like, oh, that boy, all right, I see you out there. But that's what I got. Them my three.
And AJ, where were all of those at? Those were on Nike.
Those are you can all find all three of those on Nike.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Nike had like a membership sale or something for a couple of days. So I know they dropped a bunch of prices. So that's probably why we're all up in Nike.com fishing through that. They got some really good steals. For me, my first one is the Nike React Presto, the premiums. They are the Galaxy. They got the Galaxy, so they're full, they're white, they're orange. Prestos are an amazing, comfortable, quality shoe. Especially if you want to go out and do anything. I work out in a pair. I think they're pretty good. And they're also good. They're also good fashion if you want to, you know, walk to the grocery store or need to walk to the liquor store or something like that. You want to take a stroll there on your weekends off. You know, people working hard. That's what they do. Or at least that's what I heard they do. Definitely. And so the price for that right now is $76.97, and they were at $140 to start off with. So the premium price on that has dropped down pretty much, and so really good quality sneaker. There's also the Air Jordan 1 Low, the SE, the I think black, white, and is it fuchsia? What's that pink colorway? Y'all know that?
I say
fuchsia. Yeah, I say fuchsia. Yeah.
Fuchsia. Yeah. So it's a pretty quality sneaker. Jordan 1 Lows, if people that are just trying to start to get into the sneaker game, especially for kids that obviously don't have jobs or don't, you know, bring in, you know, great money right now. This is a good starter sneaker. I would personally grab them and put them away to the springtime. Little Easter get up, especially with that fuchsia colorway. So they were $100 and now they're $79.97. So Jordan 1s, that was my second one. And then my last one, once again, I'm about that 1.5 stripe light. So the Adidas, I really want a pair of these night jogger shoes. That's just what they're called. And I I'm a big fan of sneakers that pop, colorful sneakers. So I really love these night jogger shoes is what they're calling it on Adidas.com. And so I'm definitely going to be grabbing a pair soon by the end of this month or something like that. Or if it's something that the fellow viewers want to get out for my birthday next Friday, go ahead and hook your boy up. But definitely a good price. They were at 130 and now they're at 104. And those are on Adidas.com. So shout out to that 1.5 Stripe Life people like myself. So.
All right. All right, so that was our steals and deals for the week. If y'all didn't hear us before, most of those can be found on Nike.com. The Answer 5s can be found on StockX. If you're a StockX member, sometimes you can find a lot of good steals on there. And the Adidas night joggers that Blaze was just talking about can be found on Adidas.com. Plenty more deals on all of those. If you want to go on there and just explore for some steals, you can find some good quality stuff out there. For our last segment that we have today, we have the Bring That Back, which is once again a retro that we would like to see come back. For me this week, it is the Air Jordan 11 Pantone, which for those of you guys that don't know, my shoe that I showed that I'm going to be rocking today is basically this shoe, but all light blue on the upper, white right here on the Jumpman, and then the icy blue bottom. Those guys came out in a pack, I think in 2014 with the Jordan 19, which was trash, by the way. Anyway, if they would just re-release the Jordan 11 Pantone on its own, I will say, take my money at $220 because I know that's what you guys are going to put them at. So just go ahead and take my money, and I will go ahead and pay for those Jordan 11 Pantones because those guys are fire.
Since I'm talking about Jordan 1s, I want the OG Jordan 1 low, like the shadow. I want to say like the black and gray ones and like the black and blue ones. Like that, it got to be the OG one though. Like OG 1 low, it's a lot different than like the low ones that come out now. Like the material's a lot different. It's kind of like almost like a dunk, almost the way they had it made. But I'm hoping these OG low ones come back out because right now it's hard to find any pair like anywhere, especially in my size. So that's what I want. I need them to bring them back like ASAP.
That is what's up. Yeah, I didn't even think of it that way. Okay. For mine, see now you think it got me off schedule. Mine for mine, bring it back. It will be the Jordan Retro 9, the olive and black. 9s are a very people don't like the 9s. It looks more like a boot. Just original, just that olive pair. I think the last time they came out was 2012, and I've got 3 9s I want. Obviously, I don't want all the 9s. Some of those 9s are awful. And so, but though these olive and black ones, they may be ugly to you, and they probably ugly to me. And so I think there's 3 9s that I want. I want the white and black ones that we saw on Space Jam. I forgot what they call them. Are they Space Jam 9s? Whatever they want to say.
They've renamed them to Space Jam 9s. I don't know what they're really called, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, white and black, or you can't say varsity red or whatever. So I would say the Space Jam 9s, which I have a pair of. I want the cool gray 9s as well. I think those are pretty dope. And these olive and black, these olive 9s I want. Definitely comfortable. And I love that olive. I think that olive just pops with it. So that would be my one that they need to just hurry up and bring back so they can just take my money for that too. So
I say on that olive 9, fun fact, that was like my first pair of Jordans that I remember getting when I was a kid. Like,
wow.
And I want to say it had to be on sale because the way they look, I felt like nobody was wearing them. But I remember they was my first pair of hooping Jordans. I'm gonna have to find a picture that had to post it.
I feel like I have a picture of you in those, as a matter of fact.
That's why I'm like, I really feel like I know I got a picture somewhere in them. Like that was my first pair of hooping Jordans like I ever had.
I feel like at a birthday party of mine, you had those on.
I probably wore them every day. Like I was so happy to have some Jordans. Like they was on my feet as much as I could.
I
As
could
much as I
be
could remember.
wrong, but I think you had them on with a Sean Kemp jersey, if I
Yeah,
recall.
I was.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
Wow.
I ain't hating that Sean Kemp jersey. I wanted
Hey,
that jersey. So
but I say, I felt like I wanted to be Sean Kemp, but Jordans was nice though.
Yeah, man. So definitely a sleeper sneaker in my opinion. So I hope they do come retro out and then sit in stores, but I doubt that happens.
Yeah, I doubt it nowadays. Yeah, you know, hype beats. People just gonna buy it just to buy it.
Scoop, baby, scoop them up.
All right.
but that pretty much does it for our show this week. So I want everybody to, if you can, get on Instagram, follow our Kick City page at kick_city913, where we put all of our sneaker news. We do our Fresh Kick Fridays on there. So you'll probably see on our story today our Fresh Kick Fridays that we just talked about. Also follow and subscribe on our YouTube page where we actually post the visual version of the podcast on there. And, follow me on Instagram at MB the Remix. Where can they find you guys?
You can find me on IG at AJJ_Almighty. Make sure y'all do follow Kick City though. I want y'all to follow them first, then come follow me. And so y'all can know a little bit more about me and know about my journey. Or you can find me on Facebook if you want to. Government name on there, Alexander AJ Randall. You can look for me on Facebook. I would say my Snap, but I can't think of my Snap right now for some reason. But but nah, that's where you can find me at though.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. As for me, my IG, follow me at LuckyLefty31. Definitely posting stuff, random stuff. And obviously follow Kick City 913. That's where we'll be showing the kicks off. Especially with my sneakers. My mom told me stop posting sneakers on my Instagram story and start posting pics of my kids. So I'll just be taking my sneakers over to Kick City. So just be on the lookout for that. My mom said, she was just like, why post your sneakers and not your kids? I'm like, my kicks are prettier than my kids, so I got to do what I got to do, but just playing with all that. And so definitely Instagram LuckyLefty31 and government name on Twitter at Jamel Blunt, JAMELLE Blunt, BLUNT. Yes, BLUNT. And
yes.
so follow my creator Marco too on Twitter because he is hilarious. Well, probably won't be anymore with the Lakers, but he's definitely a riot on there. So follow him as well. So
I'm at the MB2 Experience, which that is DAMB2 Experience. So yeah, you can find me there on Twitter, and I do rant from time to time.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in for another episode here. Be sure to follow us on any place that you find your podcast, whether that be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere that you find your podcast, we are now available. And once again, thanks for tuning in.
Kick City.